Hello everybody and welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. So, needless to say, a lot happened last stream. And it's just a matter at this point, I don't know what the hell to anticipate for today's stream, but I know a lot of stuff is gonna happen for today, so I'm eager to get started. I did do some grinding right before the stream started. I have Dark Knight up to level 86 right now, though depending on how far we're able to get today, today's not going to be the finale. That I'm going to save for Wednesday. And then I'll do a little bonus stream on Friday. But for now, I guess the question I have is, because someone said, oh, Vel, you're gonna want to get your preferred class leveled up for when you're near the end. Now, my assumption was that that would likely be for that final cutscene with Vana last stream, where it flashes back to your fight with them at Selk. And it flashes back, and I unfortunately had my my robes on when I would have preferred to have this on. And for the video that I posted was it yesterday? No, the day before. For the video that I posted the day before, I did have it, so I altered the glams a bit. However, that did mean going in here and completing the cutscene. So yeah, we're back in the source. I've gone ahead and completed the quest that leads up to this off stream, just because I needed to get it done in order to access the cutscene for the Vana thing. You didn't miss much. We just came back, and as we were gonna tell Kryl, hey, I have news, she's like, oh, same, we also have news. But yeah, without further ado, let me switch back to Paladin, and let's get right back to it. Actually, I'm curious. Oh, assign right here to Paladin. Then there we go. Okay. Also, give me a second, actually, because for some reason my multi-chat is not showing up. Give me a sec. I see live docs, multi-chat. There it is. There's my multi-chat. Alrighty. Let me double check to make sure everything is fine. Welcome to my world. I do suggest that if you want dyed artifact class armor, that you also do the role quest. At least for right now, I'm not super hung up on that. I know that there's after we complete another trial, I understand that we'll be getting our artifact gear, so that'll be cool. All right, let's go ahead and get started. As the heavens burn. Oh, okay. Though you and Kryl both have news to share, hers is perhaps a more urgent. So, have you learned out more of the final days? Yeah, I've learned a lot. Then the journey was well worth the risk. No doubt your newfound knowledge will be a great boon to us all. Unfortunately, during your time on the First, events here have taken a turn for the worse. The Scions are running themselves ragged trying to contain the spread of the blasphemies, but it's a losing battle. To try and ascertain where and why of it, Alize and Alphino have been traveling all over. Of all the regions they visited, Locus Amonis is one of the worst affected. Thancred, Estinian, and Graha took a detachment of allied soldiers there to offer aid and succor to those in need. But the province is vast. They only managed to visit a handful of coastal villages. It was an accomplishment worth celebrating still, but a drop in the bucket at best. In the meantime, Ishtola and Master Matoya have been making a concerted effort to establish contact with Heidelin in the Ethereal Sea, but to no avail. As for Tataru and I, we've been keeping a close eye on the forum. From what we gather, they've been constructing a vessel to ferry people to the moon, an ambitious project that has likely been years, if not decades, in the making. However, since we've seen no sign of it thus far, I suspect it's still incomplete. You will also recall the proposal issued by Master Fortuno to the people of Radzatan. Following their discussion, Vitra declared his support for the plan and urged those who wish to evacuate to accept the forum's invitation. Okay, well that's good. So far so good, but that's where things get a little strange. Apparently, the forum caught wind of the lunar teleporter in the Tower of Babel and decided to use it to deliver people to the moon instead of their mysterious... Huh. Therefore, to secure safe passage, the Hanish refugees to the tower, for the Hanish refugees to the tower, Alphino, Alizé, and Estinian and Graha traveled to Garlemald not long ago. Trouble is, the capital was hardly the safest place to begin with, and now... the final days have come to... oh, fuck. As if they didn't already have enough on their plate. Shortly after our friends arrived, they were sent to rendezvous with Master Fortuno, but then panic broke out and our communications were severed. From what fragments we were able to make out before the link shell went completely silent, we can only assume the phenomenon has spread to the capital. The others need you, Vel. Please, you must help them. Alright, well, I'm on my way. Having you there will make all the difference, I'm sure of it. Camp Broken Glass was the first port of call, so you'd best start there. Hopefully Lucia will know where they are. Since it's spreading to said, since it is the spreading of the said final days to other areas of the world besides the areas of Ilnosavar, Reds, and Hani Erlemode. Yeah, no, I understand. It's good for world building, so it doesn't just feel like, oh, isn't it kind of weird that it only goes to Thavnir and and Elsabard? It's like, no, it's spreading everywhere. Again, our problems are starting to sort themselves out. Alright, let's get teleported. Also, apologies for the yawning on my part. Oh, hi, Stunt. Oh, I like the haircut. I was gonna say, oh, there's a duty coming up. I'll save whatever I have to say for later. There's a duty coming up. Vel, and not a moment too soon. The skies over Garlemald are ablaze, but it's events on the ground that concern me. As you will have heard, your fellow Scions arrived ahead of you. They cut the customary greetings short after we received word from our troops on the Magna Glacies in that the Forum's airship had landed. It was then that the heavens began to burn. I dispatched your friends at once to ensure the refugees come to no harm. I would have you join them immediately. Additional support is en route, but we will discuss them later. I trust you're ready to depart. Upon departing... oh, several... damn. We're getting a double-decker. We're getting several cutscenes will play in sequence, but also, in addition, you will be required to participate in battle. Oh boy. Earlier on the Magna Glacies. That guy on the bottom is just kind of walking. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, these creatures. I know they're basically like final days beasts, but
no.
Some of them I recognize from the opening Endwalker cutscene.
We were promised an escape. Not to save you, we fled.
Oh. Jesus, man.
I shall not meet my final days here in this blasted waste. Calm yourselves. Your panic is our greatest enemy. Come, we must build a line of defense.
Blasphemies will also look suspicious of that void scent.
How?
Leave the fighting to us, Father. You must lead the people to safety.
All right. Estinian, you fucking cheater! That was a directional attack. you hit them front on with the.
I can handle this pair.
You shall tend to the refugees. Let us be about it.
As you wish, my little lord.
Alright, playing as Alpha now. Hey, he had a charge of True North. He has been a goon drumming for like 6 years. He knows what he's doing. Alright, fair enough.
I'll command the beast's attention. See to the wounded. Help is at hand.
Oh, okay. Yo.
Leave it to me.
Time to learn Sage on the fly, unironically. No, 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 no. Don't panic. I'm right here. I can help you guys.
Those who can stand, come with me.
Time to, yeah. I'm just like, man, Sage is, I'm not used to my, my heels being on this side.
Easy now. Deep breaths.
Gotta just stay calm.
You're safe now.
Worry not for the refugees, but for yourself.
I'll keep Estinian healed. Oh shit. Uh-oh. I got you, no! Guys, I failed my best friend Estinian. I feel so awful. Let's try that again. Biased idiot. Yeah, let's try that again. No, don't default it to very easy. Come on. Oh, so it's Magnaglackius. Magnaglackius, right? Bum 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 bum.
See to the wounded.
Help is at hand.
He's just taking the floor now like a true goon.
Leave it to me.
It might be a good idea to actually learn what might be good to actually learn my stuff. So 1 second. So deals unaspected damage to the opponent's at 260. So it's my AoE. Unaspected DOT. Okay. So put up the AoE. Damage over time. That would be a cool little plot thing if the Garleans were kind of just like, they've been through so much. Restores target. Restores, okay, so prognosis, restores, and all, okay. This one is one I'm going to be using. Restores target HP and erects a magic barrier which nullifies damage. Okay.
You're safe now.
That's the secret of my champion of yours. I'm always depressed.
Easy now. Deep breaths.
Okay, so this creates a barrier and cures.
Not for the refugees, but for yourself.
This is an AoE heal. Okay. Cast instant, but recast of 200. That's right, I have 20 seconds. Yeah, okay, I get you. Ah, got it. Here, have this magic barrier. The fact they don't give Alpha no Cardia is kind of sucky. Alright. Staying on top of you, and I'm giving you lots of shields. I will protect you. Oh shit. Oh, I'm dying though. Actually, that might be a good time for this. I was looking away, but I wanted to attack. No, it's idiot. If you lose your heretic, it's all or nothing. Oh shit. There we go. Cardia makes it so that whoever you have it on receives a portion of the damage you deal to enemies back as healing. Oh, that's hella useful.
Help! Someone, please!
What?
Oh.
No. Don't. I don't want to die.
Forward! Let not a single fiend escape!
Hey!
Wait, that's... Euless and the army. So, you've recovered then? In time enough to be of aid. For once.
Hell yeah!
We can speak of it more later. For now, we must fight!
That's crazy that we have the Gurlians
To
on our
repay
side.
your salvation in kind, or with better! For Garlemald has her pride!
Of that I've no doubt.
Good gods. Of all possible saviors, the Imperial Army. Oh!
Meanwhile,
I had hoped to take all of them down at once.
Think a withdrawal might be in order?
Oh, sod that. You know who would never abandon these people to their fate.
their
To be devoured by their
pride!
former foes. That'd be beyond cruel. These beasts must fall here and now.
Well then, I'd say it's high time we threw caution to the winds.
So long as you spare me the heroic sacrifices. Now, let's go!
Alright, let's do it. Looks like free XP. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Hope you like Red Mage. I have not leveled it in a hot minute, so we'll see. Also, I like that. I just noticed that the LB is on Alize's hotbar. You know she has that on standby. She would use it in every trust duty at every opportunity. Yep. Oh yeah, this is the one from the trailer. She will fight Estinian. Oh no, yeah, I think I while I was doing some grinding, I did a duty support with Alize and Estinian. The two of them were fighting over the LB. It's so funny. Like I kept hearing the voice lines just like on repeat. Like they kept fighting over it. Shit. Ow.
I'm not done yet.
Don't worry about it.
Well, we're almost done. Also, hold on, Grahat! Ah!
The air crackles with energy. Find cover.
Oh wait, this way.
As they say, turnabout's fair play. On guard.
There we go. Also, my PNGTuber stopped. Fuck. Hold on, I just noticed it fucking froze. I'm a frozen Banu.
There's not the barest trace of ether. Maybe there really is no way to bring them back.
Alright, get ready. I'm gonna explode back into frame.
Thank you for saving our lives once again.
Well. Oh, y'all didn't get to see that.
I remember you. From Purusha. You helped us there too, didn't you?
Ah, you're from Palaka's stand. I'm glad you're still in one piece. Or you will be, once I see to that injury of yours.
Excuse me.
Look out!
Oh, another one. Oh. Ah, this is from the trailer. Oh, okay. Yep. Oh, funny, in the trailer that was us.
Get out of here! Quickly! I won't lose them. Not a one. This will be a brighter future. I won't let a madman's apocalypse ruin everything we've fought to achieve.
Oh, Graha being best boy.
Get it together, Alize. You're embarrassing yourself. And in front of father, no less. You might never measure up to our champion. But we ask too much of him as it is. You mustn't let our sword in the darkness fight alone.
Hello, I'm here. I'm back.
I can look after myself, you know.
Everything's in order, I trust?
I've had enough of this rabble. Come on!
Like, what's up? Yeah, that was really good. I like that. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This is better than the trailer trio of Graha, Alphino, no, sorry, Alphino, Alize, and us. This is better. Let's do that.
Just the beginning.
Is he playing dead or something? Oh, yes he was. Oh no, he is dead. Not playing dead, he is dead.
This should be the last of the worst troublemakers. With me!
You're just that good. Yeah, that was so easy, given how much of a hard time Alize and Graha had with them. Oh, was it really just atonement 3 times before? Oh, each in our own circle, got it. Ow. I'm good. Gotcha. Second atonement and third atonement where it places supplication, sepulture, and dawn trial. Gotcha. Yeah, it feels more varied. I don't know if that did anything. I feel like I did something though, and that's what makes me happy. There we go. Duty complete. Supplication and Sepulture also have higher potencies than the atonements they replaced. Ah, well, that's good.
You must board without delay. The ship will depart ere long.
Your offer to host us in Charlian is most appreciated. But will the final days not soon fall upon it as well?
Your hesitation is not unwarranted. The satrap entrusted me with your lives, yet I have failed your comrades. Nor are you wrong to fear that this corruption will continue to spread. I cannot promise you complete safety, even in my homeland. What I can promise is that I will do all in my power to protect you. That power is not inconsiderable. Even now, my countrymen are preparing the vessel that will deliver us to a sanctuary on the moon. Join us on our journey there, and beyond, to new horizons. Come to old Charlian. Please.
I do think it's kind of insane that we only found out we could go to the moon recently, and it seems like Charlian already had a way to go to the moon.
We would be fools to refuse such a generous offer made in earnest.
Like, it doesn't shock me too much, but it is a bit like, whoa, we are going places this expansion.
It seems they've a new destination.
The people of Radzat-Han have known too much suffering. The march to Garlemald will only bring them more, short though it may be.
I quite agree. Fortunately, they have you to look after them.
They've been working on this plan for centuries after all.
Yes.
No, for sure.
Well,
Behind you! Just there!
Hmm? Oh, shit.
More of them.
Hello?
Xenos! Here! You'll be all right. Hurry to the airship.
What have you been up to, best buddy?
Why have you come?
A heretofore unseen beast. 'Twas ripe for the slaying.
Huh.
Poor sport, alas. Unfit to temper my blade.
Oh, for the love of... You cannot still be on about a rematch.
That is and has ever been my sole concern.
You cannot still be on about a rematch. Yes, yes, I am. Why do you ask?
You, on the other hand, are fixated on a different quarry.
Mm-hmm.
Your passion pales before mine. Yet neither hate nor despair seems sufficient to recapture your misdirected bloodlust.
Dude. Xenos, I don't mean to tell you how to live your life,
So,
buddy, but get a hobby.
I hone my blade, and I wait.
Get a hobby, please.
That's it. That's all you care about.
Want his attention? Grow up a new ears.
Garlemald is in ruins. Our homeland, the nation you rule, is as good as gone.
Listen, Julius, he does
Along
not
with
care.
So many of its people.
He does not care.
Not just soldiers like us. Not only those who fought and killed for power and duty.
You are his hobby? Fair enough.
Murdered by their own flesh and blood. Lost and confused as they breathed their last. While we who survived with our lives and minds intact were left to freeze to death.
I can't help but when you put it like that,
Eorzeans
right?
Tell me all this was your doing. You slaughtered your countrymen. You did. For what?
For nothing in the end. So much wasted effort.
You bastard!
For your own sake.
Uh-oh.
Would you be happier had I a good reason?
Frames are dipping. I think we're back, though.
What?
If my motives met with your approval, would you no longer resent the outcome?
Okay,
If so,
but
then perhaps a beast's skin would suit you better. Duty, honor, morality. All constructs of convenience when put to proof. Surely the war taught you how easily power becomes the tool of the self-righteous. How the people's justice was merely a means to their ends? Yet you would ask me why. Ask any creature of this star and those above for answers, and they will tell you what suits their fancy. And they would be right to do so. Then come. Assume your rightful place as a notch on my blade.
You are a blight on the Garlean race, and there would be no more satisfying way to expunge it than by beating you to death. But I will not be party to another tragedy. I refuse to lose anyone else because of you. So go. Go! And may we never suffer your madness again!
yeah, it really feels like once Xenos died, he kind of came to a lot of realizations very quickly.
Xenos!
Hello.
Perhaps you found meaning in living this way. I cannot deny you found strength. Yet if you only pursue your hedonistic pleasures and pay no heed to the plight of others, then no one will give you the time of day. You will never get what you want, not even the battle you pine for so dearly. You'll be alone for an eternity, and you'll deserve every agonizing second of it.
There he goes. Yeah. It's like if all you're gonna fixate on is me, like, given everything I have to deal with, you're never gonna get your battle.
Will be leaving shortly,
you're never gonna get me to
remain for the time being.
Quote unquote rise to your occasion. You're never gonna get me angry enough that I'm gonna put everything aside
if you wish.
just to fight you.
Do contain your surprise. I needn't agree with the Scion's methods or intentions to acknowledge that their deeds are deserving of gratitude.
We appreciate the offer. But might I ask why you are delaying your departure? I presume it is not solely for our benefit.
Xenos just doesn't know he needs to put up a blue quest. Yeah, fucking forehead. Just give me a blue quest and I'll fight you.
Having caused such an uproar,
make yourself an optional trial and I'll fucking do it.
To the Ilsabard contingent.
Allow us to accompany you then. We should be glad to facilitate, given our familiarity with all concerned. If you would like to join as well, Eulus, we can speak of recent events on the way.
He'll be after your seat on the forum next.
Excuse me? That was a surprising comment from Mistinian. There's the Tower of the Baby in the background. That was a good scene. That was a really good scene. I like that. To see Xeno standing there so uncaring and unrepentant, gods, I don't know what came over me. I just blurted out the first thing that came to mind, but looking back on it, I stand by those words. Yeah, no. What she said was really good. Also, hey, Varothel. I would say I hope they don't incite him to further villainy, but to be honest, I doubt he even remembers what I said. Anyway, enough about all that. It's good to see you again. Actually, the fact that Xenos actually didn't say anything, but he paused before he started walking away, almost makes me think that he may have taken those words to heart. Or whatever's left, I suppose. Anyways, guys, I have some fucking news. Y'all are not ready for this. Hang on.
No major injuries then. Good.
Oh, we're getting more voice dialogue.
I briefed the recovered soldiers and sent them on their way as quickly as I could, but nevertheless feared they would not make it in time.
Alizair, what he... Sora, stand back.
The additional support was invaluable. Your men saved more than a
See,
few
now I need a
lives.
redraw of that, but it's Alizair and my Warrior of Light. But Alizair is shorter than my Warrior of Light, so it's just...
Not all, I regret to say.
I take it that I'm addressing Lucia Junius. I'm the forum's envoy, Fortuno Leveilleur. And you are owed an explanation for these most dire developments.
Oh boy, I wonder how fortunate would a... No one's ever loved you before, Xenos.
Another trial wrought by the final days. I was beginning to suspect
You know
as
what I'm
much.
curious about? I'm curious if Fortunate would be willing to hear us out on
You doubtless feel some consternation having been
our
forced
talk
to abandon your
with
original plan.
Vina.
But trust me when I say you
And
were
our
right to
traveling
send
back
the
in time.
refugees elsewhere.
Doubt it,
Beasts have
but-
been sighted within the capital. Perhaps it was a stroke of grim fortune that the population was decimated beforehand. as they've yet to appear in any great number, but in time.
Oh, that's fucking tragic.
In any case, Maxima leads the remainder of the contingent in an effort to cull the creatures and evacuate the populace as we speak.
It's a good thing that 80% of Garlemald was wiped out, because there aren't any beasts left to transform. It's like,
I pray your men
that's
can
sad.
be persuaded to join him.
You'll permit us to retain our weapons?
I wouldn't have sent you after the Scions were I expecting you to stab them in the back.
And I, for one, would not consider past transgressions more relevant than future contributions. Regardless of the circumstances that saw us at odds before, we need men of courage now, more than ever.
We've lost contact with the rest. Admittedly, to not to compare it too much to that absolute fucking mess of a game, at least here they kind of do linger on the consequences of that, right? As opposed to, oh, here's a casual thing that just happened. Anyways, moving on.
So we shall.
You know, Sonic Forces is...
It seems you have everything under control. You will excuse me then, for mine own duties await.
Things to Defend This Country was one of my favorite.
A moment,
I put the
Master
measure of our reach
Fortuno.
doing it. Oh, really? Cool.
You did desire to express your appreciation for services rendered, did you not?
I did. Though if you intend to again ask that Charlian alter its course, you will find my gratitude insufficient.
'Tis nothing so onerous. I wish to hear the details of this grand endeavor of yours.
Yeah, now that we're here, please tell us what we can expect.
Do you swear to listen and to learn, and not to embark upon some scheme to impede us?
If anything, we'd want to help you.
I swear.
Any other I would doubt, but you I trust to keep your word. For not once have you broken it.
I still
well.
can't believe I
will
stole
request
Four
that the
Cheese's
Forum make you
haircut.
privy
Excuse
to our
me.
plans. You may await our summons at the Baldessian Annex, assuming the decision is in your favor. Does that suffice?
It does. You have my thanks.
And just like that.
Excellent. You can regale us with tales of your most recent sojourn to the First while we wait.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I've got a lot to say.
Did you hear something just now?
That was cute. What? What the hell? What the? Oh, she's fine.
Where is this star's blasted pudding?
Banui.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night.
12,000
And to
years for this.
bitter climb bring warmth and comfort.
Also, can I just say, I love that we're back
'Tis
in
hard not to see
Ilsabard.
such an assembly
We've just
upon
completely
my return.
foregone wearing any
I
our
thought
winter
often of you whilst
getup.
I looked down upon our star's brilliance from the moon above.
Yes, but what are you doing here? And dressed like that? Aren't you cold?
Alize, aren't you cold?
Verily, I fear for my health should I proceed to expound upon our purpose ere I procure more suitable garments.
Oh my god, Oriange. Oh, hi, Living Way.
Allow me to summarize. We're here because none of you lot are up there. Nor has anyone deigned to send word about any changes in the plans. It's rude, is what it is. At least that's what I thought at first, but then folks got to wondering if you weren't in a spot of bother, so we decided to take matters into our own hands. Come down here and help, if our help be needed. So she says, but it's also something of a convenient excuse to visit Aetheris. Oriange made it sound absolutely marvelous. More so before the impending doom, but still.
Yeah, you know, before the world ending stuff.
There would never be a better time. What with the aforementioned doom?
Marvelous, they say, yet not an ounce of pudding to be found. I must suffer Oriange's
That's flan.
inferior works no more.
That's flan. That's not pudding.
Hey! Maybe consider the plight of present company before you go blathering on about pudding and doom?
Power scaling means that pudding way can one shot.
As I was saying, should you require any
Go,
assistance
pudding
with
way!
whatever, we are at your disposal.
Is flan not a form of pudding? It's more of a custard, like a dessert.
Of this star. So naturally, we would much prefer to see them continue. Twiddling our thumbs up on the moon is hardly conducive to that, though, is it? Aye, not when you've all got such precious thoughts and feelings and hopes for the future deserving of more active preservation. Speaking to Oriange made us realize that while we've carried out our duties to the letter, we've failed to fulfill them in spirit. From there, it was just a hop, skip, and a jump towards resolving to do better. So please, show us how. Help us help you.
Oh, I can see why you would think that flan is like upside down pudding. That makes sense.
Forgive me, but are they?
They're your reps from the moon.
Thy distant collaborators, indeed.
Hail, fellow, well met. You'd be a member of the Forum, would you? It's an honor and a pleasure to meet you at last. I'm Living Way, Hydelin's right paw. That last bit is very important.
This was Vinaz's best plan, by the way. Well, we'll see about that. We'll see how what this amounts to.
Bid you welcome to our star, Living Way. On behalf of the Forum, I thank you for traveling such a distance to meet us. As you have surmised, preparations for the Exodus have not proceeded as smoothly as we had hoped. I should be happy to personally escort you to our headquarters in Charlian, where you may advise us as you deem fit.
In case of emergency, find Banu.
'Twas with reluctance that I set aside the great work of readying the moon for habitation. Be assured that I did so only after the Loporrits made plain their earnest desire to come hither, and I myself felt a growing certainty that their contributions here would prove invaluable. 'Tis trite, perhaps, but I followed my heart.
Good. I'm happy. Good to haveth you back. No, that's not. That's not the way you use haveth. What the hell? May thy disciples banish this darkest of nights.
I am no esteemed philosopher of Eld. Nevertheless, 'tis my hope that
There's a
what
recurring
little
thing here
knowledge
with
I
a
share
fondness
shall
for
serve
cute and
them
fluffy.
well.
I've noticed.
As a chance, help save us all. Wilt thou attend us at the Forum and lend thine own wisdom?
Oh, buddy, do I have things to share?
If that's all quite settled, can we start moving before Oriange catches his death? Even I'm freezing out here.
Oh,
I dare say you'll warm up quickly once you're aboard the airship. Sat shoulder to shoulder with our fur-covered friends.
But no! Vanilla is secretly a furry. See, now that we've said this, though, I'm curious if Fortunate's willing to hear us out with what we have to say in regards to, oh. Well, here we are. Wait. Sabbath Ironheart. I know the name Ironheart. No, sightseeing log. Oh, a sightseeing log. I didn't even think to update this. I probably should have done this early on for some easy EXP. From all new, all different marble. Nope. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about that Ironheart. I dare say Master Fortunato was as nonplussed as we were to the identity of Heidelin's lunar custodians. As he will soon discover, they have much and more to offer the Forum. Midas suggests we return to the Annex forthwith. We may have yet to have time to discuss thy recent adventures ere we are summoned to the Rostra. Oh, by the way, please allow me to rant now that I am absolutely certain that what just occurred on my Twitch chat that you guys didn't see was a bot. Twitch bots are getting very interesting as far as like what they do to like fake engagement and likely lure you into scams. There was a person that joined my Twitch chat a moment ago. They were speaking. Y'all didn't see the chat because I think even my multi-chat detected it as a bot. But let me read the messages here because I thought it was kind of funny. I immediately knew because I think it was after we cleared the thing with Xenos. I randomly said hello. Where is it? Oh, did it get removed? Oh, I think it got removed. Interesting. But no, yeah. I basically saw it showed up. And, oh, no, there it is. It's like, hey, what's up? I saw your game. You seem professional to me. And then I just didn't reply to them because I'm like, okay, that's a weird way to join the stream. And then I kept on talking about like the game. And then they respond, cool, I like your stream, I'd like to be part of your community, and stay updated with your streams. I think you are busy. Here is my Discord username, add me. And I'm like, what? I was like, damn, these Twitch bots are, they're becoming more and more sophisticated, trying to lure me into traps. There may yet be a way to save the Star Warrior flight, the Chaos Emeralds. No, yeah, we already used the Chaos Emeralds for La Habrea. Alright. I'm glad we're getting more voice dialogue, though. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I'm glad we're getting more voice dialogue, because that means we're nearing the end, if they're starting to focus way more on voiced cutscenes. Hey Raha, remember how you left a working time machine on the first? There are a lot of implications in that question, I don't like any of them. Not that I'm complaining, Oriange, but I wasn't expecting to see you quite so soon. Nor I thee. In extolling in the virtues of Aetheris, I did inadvertently awaken in the Labyrinthos a desire to avert our beloved star's demise. Hold on, let me read this. There's actually not as much in Dawn Trail of voiced cutscenes as there was in Endwalker, which is... Wait, there's not as many voiced cutscenes in Dawn Trail? Well then, that'll make the experience more riveting. Kryl tells us that you have obtained new knowledge that may aid us in our ongoing efforts. I have news to share regarding our study of the Ethereal Sea, but your findings are certain to be of greater interest, and so I would rather hear them first. To what revelations did Heidelin's Elpis flower lead? Oh, buddy. Guys, real quick, you might want to get a seat. There is a lot to share here. But at the same time, there are points where you get 4 to 6 intervening cutscenes in a row with no gameplay. That's a choice. Real quick, before we continue, right? That is crazy, and I think it all of a sudden, it just like you say that, it suddenly clicks to me why people find Dawn Trail so much of a slog to go through. It's not that they mind the whole yap session thing, because that's been a staple, right, throughout all of FF14. But I think the fact that Dawn Trail just says, here's 4 to 6 cutscenes with no gameplay in between, that's like an hour to an hour and a half of you not really doing anything. I can imagine why that didn't sit well with people and why they felt a lot more bored than before. But, well, hey, we'll see for ourselves soon enough. Then this dynamis is what drives the final days. If it and Akasha are one of the same, then this all but proves Nadana's theory. We are an entity, through sheer force of emotion, to channel this vast dormant reservoir into a raging river. Its power might surpass even that of Aether. But if our star is so replete with Aether, said entity would need to be an outside influence. It would need to be outside its influence to effectively manipulate the dynamics of the greater expanse. Meteon, or rather the sorrow and suffering of fallen civilizations that she has been hoarding for millennia. They did have a lot of groundwork to do. Shiakazing! They did have a lot of groundwork though for the next story going forward, though, similar to what ARR had. The problem I think is that at least from what I'm aware of, and I don't want to linger too much on this, but at least from what I'm aware of, Dawn Trail also has a lot of stuff where you're just kind of wasting time. A lot of quests that I'm aware of with Dawn Trail very much just kind of, it's almost like the wine quest line from A Realm Reborn, where yes, there's a point to it, but you could very easily just condense a lot of it, you know? Like, there's a point to it, sure, but you could easily condense a lot of it. And if I'm not mistaken, I think even Yoshi P said as much. If not Yoshi P, someone else on the design team basically said, yeah, we could have probably trimmed this up a little bit more to make it more concise. But yeah. Untold anguish and fear and hatred drawn from every corner of the universe, all for a single purpose, the destruction of Aetheris. Then our foe is no longer some unknowable calamity. Yup, we have a face to attach it to. We have but one aim, to defeat Meteon. You make it sound so simple, but you're not wrong. I think to cut it a tiny bit of slack, it was in development over the pandemic. Yeah, but but also in its detriment. Well, I think it's best I think it's best to stall the Dawn Trail talk until I actually get to Dawn Trail, because at this point, we're really pushing it with what does Vel know about Dawntrail? It's like quite a bit, but let's you know. Vanquish Medion and we deliver the wolf from the final days, but to even attempt it there are 2 conditions. First, we must determine her location. Before Medion escaped, an enchantment was placed upon her by Vana, the woman who would become Hydaelyn. The implications of temporal magics are not entirely understood, and so we cannot assume that our Hydaelyn and the Vana you met in Elpis are one and the same. Nevertheless, due to her intrinsic qualities as an all-powerful being, I wager that Hydaelyn possesses the knowledge we speak. Guys? Are we gonna have to talk to Hydaelyn? After all, she intends for us to flee Aetheris, not to stay. Do you suppose she has abandoned her pursuit of Medion? The Vana I know would never give up. Nope. That's my impression too, otherwise she wouldn't have used me as a conduit for her will, or provided clues such as the Elpis flower. Yeah, no, she wanted us to... yeah. I believe she has been waiting for mankind's answer to Hermes' question. So what's the second condition? We must find a means to reach Medion. Naturally, our chosen method will depend entirely upon wheresoever she has made her nest. Then communing with Hydaelyn must be a necessity come first. Did you and Master Matoya have any luck with your investigation into the Ethereal Sea? Sadly not, though we enlisted the help of Arenvald and other Echo-blessed allies, we couldn't detect so much as a whisper from Hydaelyn, even from within the Antitower. Master Matoya is of the opinion that in the year since abandoning it, the Forum has found some other method of receiving instructions from Hydaelyn. If so, it would be most likely to be some form of apparatus for observing the Ethereal Sea, built closer to home. Sorry to interrupt, but we just removed the Forum. Your presence required at the Rostra, where they intend to discuss the Great Exodus. And Father was able to persuade them. They're finally taking us seriously. Let's hear what they have to say. All right. While this is happening, by the way, I may order some food. Just because I am getting kind of hungry. The Rostra. The Forum is in session, and as such, the Rostra is closed to visitors. Don't worry, we're here on invitation. Wait, Forum is in session? No, it's not. Liars. Alright, put the controller down. I'm assuming this will be a voiced cutscene. Yes, it is. Banu.
There is a matter I wish to raise with you before we enter. We are here to listen and to learn. But if the Forum's plans are more or less what I expect, then I should like to make a proposal that will serve our ends.
Okay.
By your leave, of course.
I don't see why not. Your words and wits have gotten us this far.
Agreed. I will present our queries so that you may consider the most advantageous way to advance your proposal without distraction.
Thank you, everyone.
If I may have your attention, the ad hoc session will now commence.
Interesting.
The purpose of today's assembly is to brief the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, at their request, on the Great Exodus. You may enter.
Cat's over here making noises.
On behalf of the Forum, I commend your heroic actions on the Magna Glaciers. We shall not soon forget your service to us and the people of Radzadhan.
Well, you were right. It is Magna Glaciers.
The Satrap, whom we have informed of the refugees' new arrangements, sings your praises as well. As an expression of our gratitude, we will endeavor to answer your questions as fully and openly as we are able.
Then let us begin. First, it is the Forum's objective to ferry the life and knowledge of this star to the moon. Am I correct?
You are. It is for this purpose that Charlian has labored these many long years. We have collected biological samples and scientific records from across the star. When the time comes, they will be moved from their places in Labyrinthos and Numenon and conveyed to safety. Once that critical task has been accomplished, we will begin transporting the Charlian citizenry, which has been categorized into groups. The earliest arrivals are to ensure hospitable environs for those who come after.
Fair enough.
Following our people, we will send those of other nations in turn, beginning with our allies. Radzadhan was foremost among these, but since the final days have already come to Thavnair, we saw fit to include the refugees with earlier groupings.
An ambitious plan. You have accounted for the safety of all nations and tribes, then?
And tribes.
As many as we can.
And how, pray tell, do you decide who to leave behind?
To journey beyond the sky is an unprecedented and immeasurably difficult endeavor. Introducing sources of inevitable conflict would condemn all to certain death.
Questions as to the validity of that approach aside, are your plans proceeding apace? We're under the impression that your primary means of celestial transportation is incomplete.
If only in that it does not meet our optimal parameters, that is correct. This arc, as some have taken to calling it, is fully operational and could be launched even today.
Oh shit.
However, the final days have progressed more quickly than we anticipated. At present, the ship is incapable of attaining speeds sufficient to meet our evacuation targets. Should we put the vessel into service, as it is now, we will be unable to travel to the moon and back quickly enough to complete the necessary number of trips. Precious lives and knowledge will be lost.
Seven hells. Is there anything to be done?
The ether burner the primary means of propulsion once the craft is in the space between stars, is undergoing testing to determine whether it can be made more efficient. Though cargo is being loaded for the initial phase of the Exodus, we are prepared to continue our experimentation up to the day before launch, should it prove necessary.
What if the Scions were to solve your problem?
How exactly?
We shall help devise a means to improve the ether burner's efficiency, on 2 conditions. If we succeed, you must allow us to meet with Hydaelyn.
Oh shit, that's how.
'Twas simple enough to deduce. You have a Concord, and so you would never have abandoned the anti-tower had you no other means of communication. One far more convenient, I suspect.
The second condition, also to be met upon our success, is that we be permitted to propose another use for your Ark.
We would be at liberty to refuse this proposal.
Of course. If we cannot prove its merit to the 99 here, who are we to stake on it the lives of all peoples of this star?
Delightful as always, Master Alfino. Oh, we couldn't have asked for a finer plan. Allow us to solve this complex engineering problem of which we were entirely unaware until moments ago. What could possibly go wrong? The satire writes itself. Yet, what field has not benefited from a change in perspective? When we are at wit's end, what we need is not the same dry theories recited ad nauseam, but fresh inspiration.
I like how he kind of calls out the contrivance here. Yes, let us just casually fix your problem that you can't fix. Sure.
Have faith in my erstwhile students to provide it, and I find that.
And he's like, but you know what? Fuck it. Let him give it a shot.
Order! Order! We have no time to waste on debate. I call a vote. All in favor of agreeing to the Scion's terms?
Let him cook. Wow.
71 in favor, 28 against. The ayes have it. Fortuneau, as the architect of this project,
wait, did Fortuneau not raise his hand?
To show them its current state. And bear in mind that regardless of your personal misgivings, this is the will of the Forum.
Very well.
I call this session to a close. Return to your tasks with urgency. The final days wait for none.
Wait, serious question, because I must have missed it while looking. Oh, he's still not. Yeah, no, so he didn't vote yes. He voted against. Holy shit. Yeah, he's still not convinced. Kind of crazy that after everything he's just seen with us, he just still didn't agree. I was admittedly thinking on my feet for the most part, but since we require both the means of communicating with Hydaelyn and reaching Medion, in the spur of the moment I saw involving ourselves with the completion of the Ark as a way to work towards both objectives simultaneously. By solving the problem of the Aetherburner, I'd like to think it's not a challenge beyond our combined expertise, or at least the expertise of our extended circle of associates. It might behoove us to learn how an Aetherburner actually works before we attempt to improve it, though. Oh boy. Going underground. Risky to come up with another plan than evacuating as many people as possible. Yeah, no. I understand. It's okay, Kate. We're not going to stop you. We're going to help you. But in the event that we can stop this, we need you to allow us to speak to Heidelin and maybe use your ship for one other thing. And that's, of course, traveling to go beat up Medion. And I understand where he's coming from. It's not a completely insane, like, I'm voting against it. Like, I understand why he did. Also, I went the long way around. I could have easily have just gone around. Ooh, it's snowing! After all, if this other plan of yours for the Ark fails, then everyone in the universe is doomed. Do you think that someone had an ancestral memory of Elpis and had an idea of Labyrinthos, like a beaver's instinct to build a dam? I mean, we were talking about how much of what Emmett and Hermes did after the fact, how much of that was themselves and how much of that was... and how much of that was, soul instinct, you know? Hey, bro, I heard you was talking shit about me. So in the lower levels, the Forum and its wisdom has granted you access to the Archaean's lift. Step inside and have Ophelin take you to the medial circuit. Hold on, no. The hell? What the? Hang on. There we go. Southeast. Lift operator, get us down there. Oh, this fucking music again. I have sent your associates ahead to Logisticon Alpha on the other side of the Muriel Argonomics. Agronomics? Argonomics. Yeah, Agronomics. And to think there used to be 10 Aether currents you had to use to find the field and the location of what ENDWALKER is current. Yeah, that's crazy. Wait, let's attend to the matter at hand. Hey, if you can't stop Medion, just haul ass. Hi, chat. Just woke up. Hello. Glad to have you with us. Going the long way around. Oh, actually, it's southeast, so that might mean that it's just right over here. You miss anything crazy important? Nothing super crucial. We had a meeting with Xenos, but that's about it so far. I'm Noeltia, an archivist. The Archaean is hoped various samples collected from all across the story, and one such specimen had just escaped. A young troll. Do you want to go grab this troll for me? Thank you. I'm used to these quests. Alright, so... southeast, so let's keep going this way. Do the verticality. Yeah, I figure as much. Though I got a feeling these ones are over here. Like I'm thinking to the east, so now just this way. Labyrinthos was a pain in the ass when I did it? Oh. Well, okay, it can't be, oh. It can't be worse than, northeast. It can't be worse than, was it not Mordona? It was, oh, what's the place called? Why am I blinking on it? I have it right here. Around Alagana and Alagiri, because, there's a giant chasm that separates you from one of the final aether currents that you can get, and you don't get that until you're nearly done with Stormblood. Oh no, yeah, there was one moon current that was really annoying for me. It was the one closest to the Allegan ship. I had to get a friend to fly me over there. Because I just could not for the life of me find, like, how to get to that one in particular. Do we have to pay the troll toll to get on the ship? I would hope not. You know what? It's right over here. Well, let's go ahead and do this. In operating modes. There we go. The intro's already been seen. Let's see, maybe have had better luck. And let's just go down. I'm thinking you have another stream after this. If you need a healer for anything non-trust related, I can assist afterwards. Alrighty. Yeah, no. We'll be finishing off the game. I say the game. We'll be finishing off Endwalker come Wednesday. I'm gonna dedicate some time to just like get everything I can done with Endwalker's MSQ come Wednesday, and then on Friday we'll have a bit of a bonus stream. Alrighty. All those ambient sounds, I only think of fucking Ocarina of Time. Those like crows, like meep, 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 meep. I just hear like Ocarina of Time sounds. Hello. Oh, damn, I'm gonna be working Wednesday. Really wish I could be there, but I hope you have fun. Yeah, no worries. It'll be fine. Here being Logisticon Alpha. Here where the atmospheric conditions of Labyrinthos are regulated. I'm off Wednesday so I can help. Good. Really fun if you want me to hit it with the By manipulating the temperature and air circulation, they're able to create the ideal environment for growth and preservation of the biological samples kept here. I get Wednesday enough next Wednesday, so I get work from home, so woo! Hold on, how do you know so much about it? Why, father brought me here as a child. What? And left me behind? Actually, you're the one who left me behind when you went off somewhere with grandfather. The night before, I'd been asking father how clouds are made, so he decided to show me. It was fascinating. I peppered him with questions the entire time. It's all too easy to take for granted the many interweaving aspects of the natural world, to grow inured to the wondrous. But having gained an understanding of the complex mechanisms employed by the Labyrinthos in recreating a similar environment, I have come to view such processes in a new light. The subterranean gardens of Labyrinthos, the lunar prison forged to contain the ancient Zodiarch, the habitations built for all mankind neath the moon's surface, each unique yet undeniably similar. Kid with the kame. It's no mere coincidence. Hello. Ever since Heidelin unfolded to us the grim fate that awaits Aetheris, every essential resource we could spare has been delivered to Labyrinthos in preparation for the Great Exodus, but that is not all. It is also a testing ground for the technologies that will allow us to settle on the distant stars. Though the Labyrinthos have endeavored to make the moon inhabitable. Wait, inhabitable? That is not our final destination. Mankind must learn to propagate life where there is none, to thrive where all is barren. Alas, time is not on our side. I have arranged for you all to enter the central circuit. It is there that most of our preparations for the Great Exodus are carried out, the construction of the Ark among them. Though our plans have been made public access remains highly restricted. You, however, will not be subject to said restrictions and will have free reign to come and go as you please. Such was the will of the Forum, after all. We will prove ourselves worthy of your trust. Your trust. Then let us proceed. By decree of the Forum, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn are permitted to enter the Central Circuit. It's funny, I feel like that show, that's an anime, right? Space Station Yamato? I feel like I'm only familiar with that because Sonic X Season 3 is heavily based on it. As necessary introduction been made, I shall leave you with him to discuss the particulars. This way. In the US, it would be Robotech. Space Battleship Yamato is an older anime film. Yes, gotcha. Yeah, the only reason I'm familiar with that is because Sonic X Season 3 is unironically based on that. Loosely, but it is. And how many on the Southwest? 298, so it should be around... Minus Thunderbirds run away on a spaceship. Yeah, it's weird. Sonic X is weird. And guys, I'll BRB. The walls that block you off. Yeah, I can imagine why that would get pretty annoying pretty fast. Haha! Alrighty, let's talk to that guy.
could swap them out. No, been there, done that. Damn near lost me eyebrows. Think, Coco, think! We'd be well on our way to paradise. Visionaries patting themselves on the backs for their grand accomplishments if you'd only think!
Yes, that does sound rather lovely.
Yeah! I mean, Master Force, you know, what a pleasant surprise. We're not blasting off already, are we?
The schedule remains unchanged, for better or worse. Which
One
is
of the
why
few
the
good
Forum
lava
has elected
fells.
to accept assistance in resolving the ether burner conundrum.
Not seen you lot down here before.
There are archons among their number, but engineering is not their expertise. Nevertheless, the Forum concedes the slim possibility that they may have insights to offer. If not, you are at liberty to return them to the surface,
schedule.
by whatever means you see fit.
I assure you that won't be necessary. Now, about your troubles with the ether burner.
Aye, aye, I'll walk you through it. Suppose I could do with a change of pace. As the name ought to tell you, the ether burner burns ether, ambient or otherwise, and transforms it into motive force. Think of it like a giant bomb that never stops exploding.
I'm sure gunbreakers can relate.
Even out in that black void. Where
Think
the
of it like a
ether's
giant
white
sword that
sparks,
never stops
it's
exploding.
stronger than and it probably won't kill you like an actual bomb. But it ain't perfect. According to my calculations, to travel to the moon and back fast enough for the Forum's liking, the
I still firmly believe that
conversion rate needs to be 6%
the
more
final boss
efficient.
for FF14 will be Tataru.
A measly 6%, you say? But if I could have squeezed even another 0.6 out of it, don't you think I'd have built it that way in the first place?
Hast thou consulted with the Loperids?
Yeah, this guy's name is Dick. Wait, what?
Yes, they too are conducting their own research, for lack of a ready answer. The moon's propulsion systems are considerable, naturally, yet they are commensurately massive. It is no easy feat to convert their technology into an efficient means of propulsion for a teeny tiny toy boat, as they say, as they most certainly do not.
Yes, exactly! Damn it all, I asked for refined adamantite and they send me uppity rabbits with inscrutable, ancient, incompatible technology! You're trying to drive me mad!
Do you speak of Allegan refined adamantite, perchance?
You know of it?
Only in the most general terms, I'm afraid. 'Twas an alloy of Allegan make, but the secrets of its production were closely guarded. As I recall, the record stated it was vital to Dalamud's construction and launch.
Aye, that's the stuff. No material more conductive far as I know.
I feel like that's a reference to something. Again, I know an eccentric inventor who cracked this issue in his basement with his dog. I don't know if I want to pry into that.
We were fortunate enough to salvage some for the ether burner, just a wee bit, mind, from a chunk of Dalamud that came hurtling into the Northern Empty during the calamity. With more, well, that extra 6% efficiency would be child's play. It's a crying shame that we've no other sources.
Surely the many shards of Dalamud scattered throughout Eorzea would suffice. Why not get the refined adamantite from them?
Oh, we tried, believe you me. But only a few specialised pieces would have had any in them to begin with. Drive calls from Ragnarok class.
We've forgotten the crackers!
Those are the prize bits we really need. According to the gleaners, getting to them means delving deep into the shards. And the defences are still very operational and very eager to blow them up. It's rough going in there, even for the cream. sure they'd make it out alive.
Weren't we near that part of the Ragnarok when we went to destroy Bahamut?
Yes! Holy shit! You want me to go and fetch the Watsits? The White Raven's ghost, it haunts me. With the Watsit? The Watsits?
Heavens, are you alright? You look pale as a... Well... Let's put that battle from your mind for now. Deep breaths. That's it.
Oh my god.
There are multiple internment holes.
That was certainly an interaction.
May not be the most efficient option.
No
Rather,
crack from it.
If we could salvage adamantite from the shards simultaneously. Thancred, is the link shell we established before you went to Garlemald still active?
Of course. The floor is yours.
What's all this?
Gathering firewood, so to speak. We alone can accomplish little, but joined by others, we may yet build a bonfire to carry us heavensward.
Yay!
This is Alphino. The Scions have need of you.
Understood. I will contact the Lord Commander and dispatch our finest at once.
My sisters are somewhat preoccupied with the final days, so I will lead the 12-foot expedition myself.
Are you aware of any other sources of refined adamantite?
Logically, such an invaluable alloy would have been utilized solely where absolutely necessary.
He said the name of the game, and only 3 expansions too late.
Surpassing amounts of ether. Any extant instrumentation or devices would have likely found their way into the hands of etherologists or enthusiasts.
Bum, 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 ba-da-ba-dum, bum, bum, bum.
Magical artifacts of Allagan design? The Eastern Alliance will send word to one and all.
Oh, hey, Serena.
Are there other ways we may offer aid? No shards of the Lesser Moon scar our soil, but our stake in this cause is no less for it.
Is there anything in Othard that might be of use to you?
What did you say? Oh, you got friends in far places, lad. Anyway, if you're offering, I wouldn't say no to one of those Far Eastern sacred relics. Some of them can hold enough ether to summon a whole damn primal. Combine a source like that with the ether burner, and 3, 2, 1, kaboom!
I gather you heard his explosive enthusiasm. Might you secure us a suitable relic?
It shall be done. I know little of machines, but I promise we will do our utmost to gather the materials you need to finish your starship.
Serena's cool.
I am glad for the work, in truth.
Still 15 minutes behind to see you at the I'm calling every favor I have moment. Yep.
Disasters foretold.
Then why are we all still standing about yapping? There's plunder for the taking, and I'm a born plunderer.
that you are,
I'll
Sicard.
be an old Charlian before you know it. Start mixing the grog.
I'm certain that can be arranged. Thank you all, and do be careful.
Avengers assemble. Boing, 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 boing.
Just like that.
Aye, just like that. Our refined adamantite is on its way. Now let us consider our next steps, shall we? There's yet much to be
Okay,
done.
you saw Bunny King Orionje, yep. And I saw Pudding Way. Having a pudding episode. Come on, crack a smile. Damn it, Fortuno. All right, guys. Real quick, before we continue, gonna take a small 15-minute break to munch on some foods for myself. So I'll be back in just a few. Don't go anywhere. More Endwalker shortly. All right, ladies and gents, we're back. Wait, why am I crying? I must have accidentally hit 0. To quickly kind of discuss the before we fully proceed with the. Okay. Before we fully proceed with what we've been doing, it is kind of interesting to kind of look back at some of the stuff that happened in Elpis. I do think that some of it could have been done a little bit better. Also, I'm dead. I do feel that some of it could have been done a little bit better, but the overall payoff I think I really enjoyed. Just that some of the stuff involving what happened, specifically around Kairos, and the kind of setup going into Catesis was a little wishy-washy with the way it works. I do like the way it kind of resolves itself in that it closes the loop, so to speak, but I feel like part of the contrivances that happen in it are simply due to the fact that, you know, ENDWALKER was developed during COVID. They had to finish it up, and obviously they did say that they wanted to, generally speaking, finish up the X-Back. Well, not finish the X-Back, but finish up the Heidelin saga with ENDWALKER to kind of capitalize on the game's popularity. But yeah, let me read some of this real quick. There's no divergence in timeline, though. It's sort of an Ouroboros, but the act of going back to the past to investigate the final days effectively guaranteed they would happen the way they did. Yes. Because of the memory wipe, most of what happened would have happened without our time travel. Well, most of what happened would have happened without our time travel. Sort of. But that's stuff we can get into later, not right this moment. Anyways, continuing on with story. Oh, by the way, I do have some hot wings on my side here. I just I took a break to eat my pizza, but I still have some hot wings here, so I might occasionally munch on a few. So, It's times like these that we're reminded of how famous or infamous Alphino has become. Who would have thought he could achieve so much with a single link pearl conversation? As we're expecting a rather lot of visitors in the near future, I'd best return to the surface and inform the relevant parties. The hot wings would become float. Without us, there things would have played out mostly similar. There you go. That's better. I also have a contact of my own that might be worth a try. Oh, and who might that be? That's for me to know and you to find out. And on that note, I leave matters here in your capable hands. Best of luck! What do we get? Oh.
Our course of action is clear. We must harvest refined adamantite from the shards of Dalamud and procure arcane relics of Allagan make. Summon the best and brightest of our immortal flames and form an expeditionary party at once.
I swear to God, if fucking Labyrinthos, it's like, but how does this benefit us?
Papashan, send word to the guilds. We will require
it's like, how does this benefit us? The world is at stake, you loon.
Have any hope of identifying and recovering these elusive materials. Guys, we have need of your stone torches. They are to assist the immortal flames in scouring the ruins and to help secure the surrounding areas. I trust I can count on your support.
As commander of the stone torches, my son Zimberk will personally see it done.
Pippin, I would have you lead the raiding party. Assemble your finest, and with Chizona's blade clear the way. Lord Lolorito, I pray you take charge of the search for Allagan relics.
Surely you know of some being traded on open or clandestine
Oh,
or sleeping in collector's
I
vaults.
thought this track sounded familiar.
Of course, I ask not that you do this out of the
I
kindness
thought this
of your
track
heart.
sounded familiar.
By all means, profit on the transactions. I wish you the joy of it. The final days descend upon our world. If circumstances are truly as dire as they say, Uldar's best efforts may be for naught. And yet, when we Eorzeans rose from the ashes to rebuild our broken realm, did we not learn one simple truth? That which seems all but impossible to overcome alone may yet be possible if we stand together. It was the Scions who united us then, and it is the Scions who call upon us now. Uldar will answer that call. We will summon our courage and join the fight for our world's future. You know your duties. I, Nanamo Ulnamo, 17th in the line of Ul, bid you good luck and Godspeed.
Nanamo, watch out, Bahamut's right behind you. Bearing sins of the past. It's like, oh no.
We fielded a goodly number, but our ranks are heavy with healers, and an abundance of restorative magics will be of little help in destroying Dalamud's defenses. Still, it has ever been thus with Gridania. We must steel ourselves for a protracted engagement.
In that case, might I suggest taking us along?
It's Lise.
Commander Hext, what are you doing here?
None of the shards in Girabania are big enough to hold an internment hulk. So we said to ourselves, why not lend our neighbors a hand?
Bowl cut affectionate is this guy. Bowl cut derogatory is fucking Asai.
While it pains me to admit it, you
Thank
are
God.
right. Our deficiency so plain to see.
I say.
It might have been
I gotta
a
find
lifetime
the
ago,
image.
but I was
There
once
it
one of the
is.
scions assigned to the Shroud. I know this forest well. I know your people. And I know we will be stronger if we fight this fight together.
It's like this guy is bowl cut affectionate.
Then I will impose upon
And then
you with a
there's-
clear conscience. Come, let us speak of how to integrate our forces.
Bowl cut derogatory.
I won't let it all be for nothing. I promise you, Papalimo.
Oh man. Oh, I really like this. Oh my fucking god. We're really going in hard on the answers leitmotifs here. Wait a minute,
There you are.
Guys,
We've no time to
no,
waste,
no,
Everyone
no,
is already-
no, 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 no.
was a roar. A dragon's roar.
Is that... which dragon, though? Meanwhile, oh god, we really are just checking up on everybody.
And so, in summation, the Eastern Alliance, as well as the Honourable Lord Labyrinthos himself, reached out to me for assistance in procuring these treasures of the divine, and I, in turn, do beseech the Confederacy for aid.
I don't want to guess. I don't want to guess.
Hmm? Is that...
Hancock? What a surprise this is. And a fortuitous one at that. I have a favor to ask, you see.
Hang on. This fucking image is still highlighted in my fucking OBS. Let me get rid of this motherfucker. Hold on, let me get rid of him. There we go. Though our friends are searching for refined adamantine and sacred relics, we will only know if they meet your requirements once they have arrived. We shall return, adventure. Bowl cut derogatory emote once I get access to, like, I don't think I have access to custom emotes, so at least I don't think I do. But I definitely have to. And that'll be one of the first ones I do. If I had to say, though, I could use someone who knows a thing or two about Allegan technology. You there, lad with the red eyes and matching hair, you seem to know more than the average scholar. If only Master Kakol knew how hard he was. While he and Graha established a rapport? Hold on, how do you pronounce that? Hold on. I will... Hang on, how do you pronounce that?
Rapport.
Rapport, okay. Thank you. I've always thought it was spelled differently. Rapport is the way I always thought it was spelled. Indeed, this would mean going above and beyond the terms of our arrangement, but I propose this would not create Furry. As confident as I am that we will succeed, we must be ready for every eventuality. This would also be an opportunity to familiarize ourselves with the logistics of traversing the great expanse. And if nothing else, it beats twiddling our thumbs while we wait for the adamantine. Damn Frenchies, it's French. Off we go. There's lots of people here. Bum, 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 bum. Ba ba da da ba ba da da. I love this music, man. I think the first time we heard this was when Thancred was doing a solo mission, right? I say solo mission, but you know what I mean. Alright, there's Alizé and the others. Metal Gear Garlemald, yeah. From what I can tell, a lot of people actually live down here. I don't know how much help we can offer, but I dare say they'll benefit from some of that fresh inspiration Scholar Montigian mentioned. Let's start by asking around, ideally without getting in anyone's way. Let's meet by the Aetheryte once our work is done. I'm anticipating it to transfer into "On wings of hope, you rise up through the night." Let's see. Ah, there we go. Steady current. Do you have that aetherite? No, I don't, but I'll tune to it shortly. With all the power Master Coco's managed to squeeze out of the aether after burn someone enough, apparently. And now I hear the final days have arrived. Horrible creatures running rampant all over. If only we'd become the Exodus sooner. People are dying, and there'll be no end if we don't fulfill our duties. But we will. We've spent years preparing for this moment. Believe in the plan and all will be well. A steady current. No, Coco Dunkel. Yeah, Coco Dunkel sounds bizarre, to say the least. Director alternating. Offering to help. That's very kind, but I should be able to organize the rest of the documents. Mostly lists things we need once we arrive at the moon. And then whichever star we chose as a new home, my duties largely concern the maintenance of living conditions, so I'll be a lot busier after we depart. I hear that our lunar collaborators have come down to assist in our efforts. I'm looking forward to finally meeting them in person after having communicated with them in such limited capacity this far. Not even the slightest idea what they look like. I do hope they're not enormous, looming giants. Why, I would much prefer something small and fluffy, like that beheaded rabbit. Man, I really hope that our moon people aren't giants or anything. I hope they're fluffy rabbits like that one I saw running by just a moment ago. That's funny. Oh, hello. Hello. Are you one of the new helpers? Working on that on the afterburner. Aetherburner. Oh dear, I hear things have come to a standstill on that front. Even so, I'd choose that over my current duties. Checking and loading samples day in and day out. It's tiring, thankless work. Still, no one will be crossed if I misplace a few legumes or what have you. This forum's got enough on their plate as it is. What with deciding who gets aboard the Ark and when. A lot of powerful people have opinions about that. My heart goes out to Master Fortune and the others. Hardly get a moment's rest, I expect. Do they even have time to sleep? Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Do they say rabbits? Oh dear lord, here comes extinction. No, I'm being a good boy. I'm being a good boy. Oh, speaking of Banouis, fancy meeting you here, Val. Our friends in the forum brought us to see their teeny tiny toy boat, which was quite impressive considering they didn't use any creation magics. What we're really interested in is the Aetheris itself, though we now find ourselves in sort of a funny underground miniaturized version of it. We were hoping the forum would give us a guided tour, but it appears they're rather preoccupied. Honestly, all that time to prepare and they're still not ready. I suppose we'll just have to show ourselves around, or at least that's what we were planning to do until we chanced upon Urianger and your good self. You hate the Labyrinthos so much? Since you're both dawdling about, engaging in idle chit-chat, perhaps you could show us a few points of interest. Won't that be fun? Now I gotta play guide for the Labyrinthos. That great big Watson over yonder. Jesus Christ, Urianger, please, I beg. Also, hold on. Actually, here's an apt comparison. Is it safe to assume that where I'm at currently is the equivalent of us building the giant Talos in Shadowbringers? Is that where I'm at story-wise, as far as like comparisons go? More or less, yeah. A little past that. At that point, we are fucking under attack. Search the apparatus for points of potential interest. You remove the... Feels thematically similar. Okay, I only say that because I'm making comparisons in my head and I'm kind of like, okay. Wait, is there a shoe bill around here? No. No shoe bill. At least not that I see one. Hang on. Oh, wait. Whee! You spawn an abystoma, an especially lively one at that. It would appear that the concept you observed that another place was approved for life in the wider world somehow. Oh, nice. How cute. All right, let me see. Okay, no, I can't pan the camera any further than this. Is that water I hear from inside that great big tube? It must be because of those cogs in the gigantic wheel at the top. Oh, I see. That's how they draw up the water. There's probably some sort of spiral-shaped mechanism inside it too. Observe the tanks. It's a little hard to see from here, but is that golden pipe connected to the top of those tanks? And I can see through that window that another pipe at the bottom. Ah, this must be for purifying water drawn up from below. And then observe the mushroom-like thing. Mushroom-like thing. That looks like the trees in Greatest Endsvale. Hold on. That's a bit of a strange shape. It's thin at the bottom, but big and round at the top. Quite tall for something so unbalanced, too. Now it makes sense. That's where they store the water. While we're roaming, but thematically you have the build-up, Mount Gulg, oh no, he's hot, and then off to the final zone. We're in the build-up stage. Yeah, that's kind of what I meant. Well, if I were to hazard a guess, water drawn from underground, presumably with some other mechanism, is purified here and stored in that tower before being distributed elsewhere. I'm right, aren't I? I knew it. A design brilliant in its simplicity. I dare say it would take only a moment to install in even the harshest of environments, for us Loporits, that is. Indeed, securing a reliable source of water is of the utmost importance for any fledgling settlement. We have read, however, that peoples of Aetheris sometimes make their homes in arid deserts and such. How are they able to survive? Many settlements in Thailand are built near an oasis. Areas near waterfalls are common sites for villages in Girabania. Oh, well, they're both good answers, I would say. So wherever you choose to live, you're never far from water. Oh dear, I worry we won't be able to procure the necessary amount. We can provide enough water to keep them from drying out completely, but it would appear they rely on it far more than we'd anticipated. A few adjustments may be in order. Once we've calculated the average rate of the consumption per individual, it may also be worth learning more about how exactly they obtain their water in the first place. Master Alphino spoke with the machinery responsible for that feat during our journey through Logisticon Alpha, did he not? Mayhap the Loporits will show his appreciation for the engineering marvel. Oh yes, that sounds absolutely splendid. We must journey beyond the sanctuary of Charlie and I was giving Orion the Loporit voice, the hell? We must journey beyond the sanctuary of Charlie and Hamlet. I shall lead the way. You mean we'll have to brave the untamed wilderness? A valid concern indeed. We could not help but notice many dangerous-looking creatures with big, nasty teeth lurking beyond the safe confines of the settlement. He's changing! Were we not escorted here by burly custodians, I dread to think what would have become of us. Regrettably, too many a hungry predator with the aforementioned big, nasty teeth. Hey, my teeth aren't that bad. Loporits may appear to be a potential and rather appetizing source of sustenance. So you say. Might I impose upon thee to assist in securing safe passage to Logisticon Alpha? For my part, I shall act as an escort to Living Way and Cooking Way. I entrust Singing Way and Growing Way to thy care. You can trust me. Totally. Yes. You can trust me. If it's all the same to you, I'd rather not be eaten by some horrid beastie. Come along now, Growing Way, to water extraction. To the water extraction, what's it? Hang on. Vel, where's the Loporits? Oh, I must have lost track of them. Sorry. Hey, yo, wait a minute. Are those Iblis monsters? The flames of disaster! I want to talk about some stuff in regards to the Sonic movie and how that fucking Knuckles show went, but it had nothing to fucking do with the movie. Flames of disaster! Actually, you wanna know something? The other reason I made the connection that this is like that section where you're building the Talos in Norvrant, it's because you had one track that was playing on loop. The overly exciting music on loop, yes. Don't get me wrong, I like this music, but it definitely feels a little much. Marvelous, simply marvelous. So this is where the magic, or science rather, takes place. The perfect environment to sustain life, artificially created. The knowledge we'll gain here will be essential when we start looking for new stars for your kind to inhabit. Apparently, most of them don't even have air for you to breathe. You're all very lucky that Aetheris just so happens to provide everything you need to thrive. Or did mankind turn out that way, the way they are because of the available resources, I wonder? Either way, it's nothing short of miraculous, and I cannot wait to see more of it. Delicious magical science. Level up. I am now level 89. Let's open this shit up. Oh, insufficient armor space? For my weapons. Hang on. Let's get rid of level 41 scholar stuff. I gotta unlock these synth. I gotta get at least one of my crafting jobs up to level 30 so I can start desynthesizing some shit. Because having to constantly discard things is getting really annoying. Not bad, though it looks a little plain. Oh wait, is that? Oh, I have a chainsword. Did I ever look at the Summoner Scholar book from Katisis? Yes, I did actually. Where is it? It's the Codex. Hold on. It's a digibook. It's a digital book. It's got no pages. Ugh. Ah, okay. Alright, well, I'll just have to stick with this for a bit then. This is all very wonderful, I'm sure, but I was rather hoping to learn more about your nourishment provision facilities. In other words, where's the food? There's a hole in my book. I believe both the knowledge and consumables you seek may be found at Marial Agronomics. As I imagine seeing away in the others who intend to study every consumable facet of this apparatus, would that be so chance to escort a visiting culinarian? Yes, that sounds much more interesting. Hopefully I'll be able to see firsthand some of the delicacies Urianger was telling me about. Even his incredibly vivid, if a bit too verbose, descriptions cannot compare to sampling them myself, not to mention Aetheris will soon be no more, so I must learn all I can while there's still time. Let's brook no further delay. Onward to the food! So Warrior Light, why are you following Cooking Way so close? Because I said, onward to the food. Just use your imagination, bro. Why aren't we moving? You are the food. Garlic Queen. This is the place, yes? The heady aroma was enough to guide me here. I spied several of the fruit and vegetables featured in our compendium. I'd really love to try some, but I read that those who help themselves to a farmer's crops without permission are often caught and put into pies. It shows that they're willing to part with a few samples. Sure, Cooking Way. Ah, it's you, the one who climbed down the mine shaft. I'd show you around if I could, but I'm rushed off my feet preparing for the Exodus. And I'm not the only one. We've all got to find ways to do what we do down here up there. First on the moon, then on whichever star the Forum decides will be our new home. It's all so sudden, so unreal. Don't you want to go to the moon? It's better than waiting for the final days to claim us, but no matter how carefully it's all planned, we'll never be able to take every variety of flora and fauna with us. Cantic may not survive in the new environment, so many species doomed to extinction. Sorry, that's not what you came to talk about, is it? Nothing quite so dire, I assure you. We really wish to sample a little of your produce if we may. By all means, help yourselves. So, where to begin? Over here. Start with the low poly grapes. Gotcha. Grapes are delicious. I fucking love grapes. The contrast between the outer skin and the fruit within is most peculiar. Though far from unpleasant, yes, I think I'll try another. I think I'll try another. I think I'll try another. Low poly grapes. The squapes. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Guys, our inner Azem is starting to kinda... It's peaking. Azem did that. That is canon. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. To the Orange Grove? Orange by the name, orange by nature. What came first, the fruit or the color? Who cares? Let's eat. Equal parts sweet and sour as with the grapes, yet nothing alike. I may have to consult the Rianja by expanding my vocabulary. I simply cannot find the words to describe it. Perhaps what I'm looking for is bitter. This is all very complicated, you know, so many flavors, so many choices, and each individual with their own personal preferences. Now I see why you all turned your noses up at the idea of eating nothing but carrots. Marvelous though they still are in my estimation, let no one say I said otherwise. Ah, but speaking of carrots, I have yet to sample any of the vegetables. Let's see what's in that field over there. I like that Cooking Way is unironically like, oh my fucking god, I am so sorry that we were gonna force you all to eat carrots. Like, nothing but carrots. Pumpkin. Are they some enormous round carrots? No, they're pumpkins. It's so hard and flavorless, I may as well be chewing a piece of wood. But that all but confirms it. These are nothing more than misbegotten failures masquerading as goodly carrots. Stop. Can't you see these are pumpkins? And no one with any sense will try eating them raw. You're supposed to cook them first. Do you not find it an awful bother? Far from it. Cooking is a joy unto itself. And what's more is, wait. Why is your name Cooking Way if you don't know? You know what? Never mind. They should have just called you Food Way. That matter can become as delicious as the orange I sampled. I wonder though if there's anything even more delicious. How about that yellow fruit over yonder? That yellow fruit over yonder. I'm assuming banana? Isn't Foodway a supermarket? Speedway, I'm pretty sure. Banana. Oh no, wait, no, not banana. Apples. Cooking is the closest verb to food. What a wondrous fragrance. With luck, it'll have the flavor to match. As I have no idea how these are eaten, I'll just bite into it. Nanners. Is this poison? Oh, it's a lemon! You mean it's supposed to taste like this? You're so revolting. Aka, maybe sometime before my palate recovers from this ordeal. As such, I had best call it into this murder sample. Let's say our farewells and return to the others. Just bit into it. Unironically, it's lemon. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta read this. Finished, have you? I trust you found something to your liking. I'm rather enamored with the grapes and origins, less so the pumpkin, though I learned the hard way they're not to be eaten raw. Then there was the lemon. The deceiver. I still feel so violated. Hold on. If you look up Labyrinthos lemon, there should be some shit posts. Hold on. I know. We're wasting time here. Hold on. Okay, I found a oh, cooking whey eats a lemon and dies. Oh no. Hang on.
Lemon.
Hang on. I'm gonna mute this real quick. Y'all gotta hear this.
Lemon. Fucking hell. First time, was it? I hate for you to leave with a bad taste in your mouth in more ways than one, so I'll give you this lemon muffin I baked. If this doesn't change your opinion, nothing will. Oh, lemon muffins are great! Lemon, have I not suffered enough? Nevertheless, it would be remiss of me to spurn this opportunity to, bit of sick came up there, learn more of your inscrutable ways. Very well, lemon muffin, do your worst! Oh, fuck it. See, now I'm in the mood for lemon cake. Lemon cake is fucking delicious. The hell is that noise? This is delicious. Although I still detect a hint of lemon, it complements the sweetness of the dough to create a perfect harmony. I never would have guessed its vile bitterness could be utilized so elegantly. When good kept, this is simply breathtaking. No, you're breathtaking. See, we rarely use lemon in its natural state, but it has a starring role in all sorts of recipes. And the same is true for many other ingredients. It comes down to making the most of the resources at our disposal. And sometimes that can even be the difference between life and death. I know we won't be able to take every species with us, no doubt. No doubt the form agonized over what was worth preserving and what will be co-signed to history. Hard choices, but make them we must if we are to survive. Such strength of will. Now I know what Heidelin sees in your kind. Mankind, the Labyrinthos, we were both born from the accumulated knowledge of the ancients. They learned all there is to learn about the about the nature of sentient life and the fates of the stars themselves. Once the civilization has fulfilled the basic requirements for survival, it will inevitably seek to eliminate all forms of negativity and achieve perfection, and therein lies its folly and its downfall. For perfection is an unattainable ideal. 'Tis the paradox of the immaculate carrot. Yet civilizations since time immemorial have deemed the pursuit of perfection as progress. They pay no heed to the cost incurred in their futile quest, and all too often become the architects of their own demise, their dreams forever unfulfilled. Doesn't that sound familiar? What then is the alternative? The answer lies in knowing that our existence can never be perfect. to be content with what we have and make the most of it. Yep, I agree with that. When life gives you lemons, make lemon muffins. Pardon my Orzean, but what in the seven hells are you on about? And who are you anyway? Cooking Way at your service. I'm here to help prepare for the trip to the moon. And once you get there, you'll be able to try my carrots. I've been growing all different kinds. But don't worry, there'll be room for your crops too. We'll work together to preserve as many of Aethera's species as possible, if you're up for the challenge. Yes, of course. I look forward to it. The answer is to sunder everyone into 13 pieces again. Well, this has been all highly productive, probably. Let's go and see if we're into this. Everyone on machinery inspect, shall we? Guy, what's with the sassy lost child? All right, give me just a bit. I'll be right back. Just a second. And we're back. All right, let's return. We're gonna be streaming for about another 30 minutes, if not an hour. We've still got a bit left to do. Logisticon Alpha. That was the most enlightening, especially the part with the lemon muffin. Actually, I was wondering, do you know of any other place famous for their cuisine? Limso Lemons is home to the Culinarians Guild and many less than savory and many less than savory establishments. The Far East has oodles of noodles. Oh, come on. Unless Highlands warriors are to flee, not to resist. If only there was some other way. Sage Council. Orion Treadapes was telling the Loppritz in preparation for the imminent departure. Vel, I trust thy time at Mergali Ergonomics did bear fruit. Our own efforts too were rewarded. We now possess an embarrassment of educational riches. No doubt our guests' relentless pursuit of knowledge could occupy them, and us, for a fortnight. Alas, time is of the essence. Let's return to Charlie and Hamlet forthwith. I shall gladly attend to each and every Lopprit there, should further questions within my power to answer arise. Warrior of Light and Graha being the most powerful of the Scions is still fun to me with the stinging close behind. Yeah, I do like that. There we go. So... Where at? Oh, back over here. You're just hovering ominously in the background. Yes, Fel, that was indeed me verbalizing a sigh to express my emotional state. Do you want to know why? Because I saw the reconstructed environmental data for Aetherius at Logisticon Alpha, that's why. A forest so lovely and so leafy. Are all your forests like that? The Blackshire is quite leafy indeed. They're verdant, at least. The trees of Dravania stand particularly proud. Hold on, this sounds like a me response. You should see the forest of the first. Almost purple. Gasp, I say! With stars so wonderful, it comes as no surprise that you're reluctant to leave it behind. I was a fool to think otherwise, to assume that the moon was something worth being proud of. Distant lie! How ridiculous this must seem to you, trying so hard yet achieving so little. Not at all. That works are no less worthy for their uniqueness. I thought I heard tiny voices. Sacred. How didst thou fare? Oh, I was able to glean a fair bit from the researchers while helping to move their cargo. Preparations have proceeded without interruption here, despite the news of the coming end. We have the forum's leadership to thank for that. That doesn't mean people aren't worried, though. Quite the opposite. Knowing the disaster could strike at any moment, they hurry to complete their work, equally aware that a single error could be the difference between life and death, and we can hardly tell them there's no cause for concern. Perhaps not. Though aided by our goodly growing way, we may yet find other ways to lighten their burden. Me? Be of use to people? I'm honored that you would think me so capable, but I'm not sure I'm up to that challenge. Nevertheless, I believe in thee. If you say so, I suppose it can't hurt to try. I passed someone moping in the Western Plaza that looked to be in need of a helping paw. Perhaps we might start with him. This is as good a place as any. Come. Yeah, honestly, man, it still feels like we have so much left to do. Oh, can I help you? It is you who would help me? Is my anxiety truly so obvious? A burden shared is a burden eased. Pray, tell us of thy troubles. Those little fellows do look like good listeners. I'm an engineer, you see, and what they say of the ship, that it's the sum of decades of Charlian ingenuity, that it's built with the peerless elegant technology. It's all true, but I know that none of that's a guarantee. We've never before launched a starfaring vessel, let alone flown it in the great expanse. All the tests we've run have been on the ground. Only operational personnel and cargo will be aboard for the first voyage, but even so, if it fails us then, what can we do? And if it doesn't, it could fall apart on the next flight, or the one after that. We've done everything we can to prevent that from happening, but it hardly matters. We thought the Aether Burner's designs was flawless too, and look how that turned out. Thou art familiar with these most daunting technologies, and thus dost thou hold the power to allay his fears. Oh, I'm not sure about that, but, well... Maybe you could tell me if there's any aspects of the ship's design that you're especially worried about. Our ability to walk about and perform our tasks, for one. I devised a means by which to employ gravity, a spatio-temporal spell, to regulate the environment. But what if that's not strong enough? What if everyone floats it away and begins crashing into things as soon as we left the star? Ah, gravitation! Maybe I can be of help after all. Up there is not so different from down here, you see. The same rules apply, and if you just consider them as part of one great big cosmos rather than separate places. They conversing. Just use Gravira, stupid. Also, I didn't mean to smack my mic, I'm sorry. And if Thancred's tale to be true, still the others would benefit from its point of experience. I rely upon the Loppers to attend to them. An excellent idea. If I do say so myself, there is naught we'd like more than to ease the hearts of the fine people of Aetheris, and learn more about them while we're at it. Full God am I to hear it. Gather thy companions and bring them hither. God thou hast the gift for finding souls in need of succor. Pray seek thee out the distressed and apprehensive, and inform them that help is at hand. Alright, time to look for people in need. No, there's no point worrying at this stage. It'll make the work go that much slower. This woman seems to be coping well. About the medical facilities on the ship, of course. I designed with them with the assistants, sages, Perugians, but to imagine every illness there's the one case like the expenses. Proof the moon, why did I not think of that? We're missing naturalist. Pirogo! Oh, perhaps I am a bit tense. I was tasked with ensuring that the proper fauna, and only the proper fauna, are brought with us to the moon. However, the suitability of few species is still under debate, and I can hardly make the decision myself when I know so little about the environment up there. Right. Like this. Beg pardon, but I have not the time for idle chit-chat. I need to confirm that aether levels are consistent throughout this vessel's machinery, and it seems that I shall have to do so single-handedly, I swear, where I find this assistance of mine. I'm not sure you can plant trees and cheese. Okay, hold on. Actually, maybe best you don't go with the Loppers. Man, you are bald. You! Yes, you idiot! Have you seen an envelope line? Excuse me. You like my avatar? Thank you! I appreciate it. Unless your friends have a spell to make me remember where I dropped my damned envelope, I doubt there will be more to the help than you, and you've wasted enough of my time already. It would be unfortunate for all involved to inflict this ban upon the Lopper. Maybe best we don't, yeah. Inflict. Hold on, the wording for that. Inflict this man upon the Loperit. Yet the work goes no fast. Schedules are such temperamental things, feasible one moment, utter bollocks the next, and yet I've never felt so alive. This one is beyond your help. Only sleep can save her now. Oh no. hippo. Oh, hey, that's Emmett Silk's mount. Cool. Alright, where to next? Only sleep gets safer now. I feel that. They're all over. Oh man, I gotta go looking around. Ah, there's one. Distracted researcher. The final EP. It's in the ground. Faces we rip one out the mound. 55. Hello? I'm not neglecting my duties, I swear. I was in the need of a little break, you see, but then I found myself unable to relax at all, so I went on a walk, and then I noticed these weeds and... Pleasant conversation, painters, and oh so fuzzy. Good to speed. That does sound like a much better way to relax. Okay. Final Fantasy XIV, Sleepwalker. No, it's not too. Who's that guy? Let me see. Oh, can't go there. Are you okay? No. Where are the other people? Oh, there's one. My, what a lovely idea. I too noticed people becoming rather tense, so I rushed out to pluck some fresh and fragrant tea leaves. And only tacked down 100 or so cups. But don't worry, I can manage. I hope your plan to cheer everyone up goes well. This woman is doing better than you are. Big fat pillows, oh big fat pillows. This woman is doing better than you are. I know some of these are funny as hell. Where's the last? I say last time. We're still missing 4 people. Oh, there's one. Skeptical researcher. Hear anything of what's on the moon? I have no doubt that we can make it up there, but searching for a new star and part of the plan is awfully vague to me. I asked the forum, but they will only tell me the clouds have everything under control. Well, why don't you go speak to the collaborator? Oh wait, I'm curious. Can you guys hear this by chance? Oh my god, you can. I'm looking at my mic input and yeah, you guys can hear that. It's slight, but you can hear it. What am I hearing? Hold on, I'll mute it real quick. I was talking about this. My guitar. I was curious if that would go through or not. Let's leave it in a misery. The forum can appoint someone else. Jam session stream while you're playing as Bard when? Yeah, this part made me so sick of this loop when I played through Endwalker. Yeah. It just keeps going. Oh, don't worry, we don't have a whole lot left. So gotta look for 2 more people. Yeah, this is very similar to the part from Shadowbringers when we were building the Talos, where it just loops on repeat. 5 more quests would be a good stopping point. I'm looking for it and you just they go, I'm looking for it and you just shove a lopper into their hands and go, bunny. Where the fuck are these people? Oh, there they are. Whoa, Speen! I think there's one in the southernmost corner, too. In the southmost corner. Not there. Oh! It does extend all the way over here. Not here, though. Half the next floor is the fun stuff. Yeah, I get you. I think I know what'll set the thumbnail for today's part, by the way. It'll just be a picture of the Loporits. Appropriate for today's stream, I'll just change it to a picture of the Loporits. I wasn't sure, I legit was not sure what to expect with today's stream, so I just made a very ambiguous thumbnail. Vel is a Loporit? Vel as a Loporit? Hang on, I think it might be best that, at least for now, we do this. What is it? There we go. Let's turn down the music just a bit. Would it be Velvet or Loporit Fox? Well, Colin as a Loporit would just look like a Loporit, but with certain distinct features. Ah, finally, I can hear myself think now. You can go back up after 8-8. Velvet. Yeah, just for now while I'm looking for these damn people, like, why did they make this so difficult? Like, why not make them individual quest markers as opposed to, like, the general AoE quest marker of go find vague people? Oh, the BGM, yeah, I figured. It's kind of bear without it, I suppose. This just feels very monotonous. Join me in the spiral, Val. Yeah, like I'm trying to find. Yeah, because the area for it is not that big. I would expect to find someone else. Oh. Chill out, man. Oh, I didn't see you there. There's no cause for concern, I assure you. I'm concerned even though I say I needed to... Guy was just saying, oh my god, am I fucking dying? Oh, by the way, hello. I'm doing fine. So instead of being bear, they made it hairy. Ha 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 ha. Come on, we need one last person. There you are. Awesome, we did it. We did it. Alright, BGM back up to metal. Yep. Let's do... Doth gather more Loporits as we speak. Oh my god. Good master, prepare not watch over them, I pray that you. Get down here.
Phew! Oh, finally some rest. Why, I haven't spoken so much in, well, in forever.
Lively, isn't it? The town is abuzz. Everyone eager to meet with our friends from the moon.
'Twould behoove you to consult with Sleeping Way. As our moon's pilot, his advice should be most pertinent.
Poning his word.
I'm impressed. Truth be told, I struggle to tell one from another. No offense intended, of course.
None taken. After you and your friends left Mare Elementorum, we spent no small amount of time with your Urianger. Oh, the conversations we had. He told us all about Atheris, answered our every question, no matter how trifling or trivial. Look! Every page filled to the margins with knowledge. When I first arrived, I was struck by how little I knew. It was daunting. But then I realized that were it not for Urianger and his teachings, we'd still be stuck on the moon, gazing at your world and wondering what we've been missing.
What would they think if they could see Urianger now? I dare say they'd be more than a bit surprised. And impressed, no doubt.
To think he used to be a shut-in, no less.
Master Louisoix, Minfilia, Papalimo, and not to forget...
Moonbreeder. Ah, speak of the devil.
Oh there. Heard there was a visiting expert who we might bother with a few questions. I take it you'd be the one.
Yes, I am.
Wilson and Blovida, Charlian's foremost researchers in the field of teleportation magic, and Moonbreeder's parents.
Oh boy.
It hath been some time. 'Tis good to see you in good health.
Likewise, old friend. Blovida and I were most honored to answer the call. Never expected this reunion, though, did we, dear?
I'll say, the nerve. Sending that letter, then running off to the gods know where.
Aww.
Do you have any idea how worried we were?
I'm sorry. 'Twas remiss of me not to deliver the news in person. No, more than that. 'Twas I who...
Our daughter was disillusioned after Master Louisoix left her behind. The day the Scions called upon her was the happiest I'd seen her in years. She made her every choice of her own free will. No one could have ever forced her to do otherwise. Don't blame yourself for her death. Celebrate her life. You know that's what she'd want.
If there is one thing we resent you for, it was that we could not be there to mourn her with you. Reading the words you penned in that shaky hand, we must have cried as much for you as we did for her.
Aww.
I'm sorry. I truly, truly am. I knew not what to say. Knew not how to express my feelings. The poems and platitudes of wiser men, musings on sadness and loss, studied and memorized, and meaningless in the moment.
Silly boy. We are all powerless before such grief. Even now, try as I might, the words escape me. But in our hearts, we know. We always know.
I remember when you were young, how the lads teased you for choosing the company of books over others. Our moon didn't take kindly to that.
Yeah, Urianger's
Be nice to Urianger, she'd shout, and give them a walloping. No matter how many times we scolded her.
So we offered a suggestion. Rather than starting fights, why don't you be the bridge between Urianger and the others? She had to mull it over for a while, arms crossed, brow furrowed in intense thought. But from that day on, she never let you be alone. She'd drag you outside to play, pepper you with endless questions, read the same books you read, all to try and understand you that much better.
Yeah, this is some very long overdue closure for him, I imagine.
And exhausting at the time.
And it's...
But she only ever had the best of intentions.
It's additionally crazy to kind of think about it as well.
At the center of the crowd.
That...
The reason there even is a crowd, having brought these people together.
The devs didn't forget about her death.
You've no idea how proud
which makes me incredibly happy, because that's one of the first instances outside of the, you know...
To see the boy our daughter trusted and believed in more than anyone grow into the man she always knew he could be. I can see her in you too. Feel her. She walks with you wheresoever you go. So thank you, Urianger, for being who you are.
Aww.
I think I can feel her too.
Ishikawa actually thought that Mumbrita dying as early as she did was a waste of a potentially good character. I agree!
Of her life. Not sorrow, but hope. And love.
I agree! They introduced her like a patch before she gets killed. It's like the quickest that you get introduced to a character and bam, she's gone. Moonbrita is to Urianger as Izael was to Alpha, no, and as Harshaphant was to us.
Important to him, wasn't she?
Yeah. Yeah.
You could ask the man himself.
Oh, no. But watching this exchange reminds me how much I've yet to learn about your world. And its people.
You can live here your entire life and hardly learn a thing. And that's why it's too soon for this to end.
Yeah. There's a lot left to fight for with Aetheris. Harshaphant is very thirsty for the warrior light in the original Japanese, regardless of male or female. Hey, honestly, man, they toned it down some in Heavensward, but I saw it as more of a bro relationship with Heavensward. Obviously, I could see it in A Realm Reborn, but in Heavensward especially, it definitely didn't feel that way. Just that obviously you had a lot of that affection, for him in Heavensward that made his loss just that much more gut-wrenching. All right. Hang on. Do I have the right stuff equipped? Yes, I do. Yes, I think I do. Second. Yes, I do. Alright. Good to go. The Brock-like, flirty character doesn't translate well to the US, so you can actually get why they did it. Yeah, no. That was my kind for letting it conventional operates. I'm supposed to rest on the laurels. Several of our guests have elected to accompany my countrymen to their stations. Though some few may still come hither seeking counsel, so so shall I remain to aid them as need be. If thou art needed elsewhere, do not let me detain thee. As a matter of fact, I was hoping you might check on Alize. Last I saw, she was struggling to carry an enormous pile of boxes out the west gate. I could go myself, but we both know whose help she's less likely to scorn. Not to mention that, much to my misfortune, I can think of several other things I ought to be doing. Until later. Alright, later, hurry on. Later, thank good fuck. He's like, listen, I'd go and help Alize, but nah. It was toned down, but you should look up the comparison translation of his dialogue in the origin, not any straight up bursting over the royal light. Damn, that's crazy. So where's Alize at? Oh, she's over there. And I am... Oh, so... This... And remind me, Ishikawa... Ishikawa was responsible for Shadowbringers and Endwalker, right? Were they in charge of previous expansions? Hold on. This imagery is just really funny. We walk up on Alice and she's just looking at these boxes like, well, get moving. I'm not gonna carry you. Carry yourselves. Hi, Alize. Mel, what are you doing out here? No, I don't mind if you help with the boxes, but it's far from the most exciting of tasks. Are you sure? Well, I appreciate the assistance. We need to get some of these to Aporia. Time is short, of course, but they're full of organic specimens and samples, so try not to be too rough with them. Alphino should be waiting for us when we arrive. I'll see you there. Deliver the crate samples. Alright. She was in charge of the Alchemy, Rogue, Karthus Central, Highlands, Dark Knight, and Azim Steppe. Interesting. The entire Doma section of Stormblood. The Doma section of Stormblood was the best part of Stormblood, so... And coils. Interesting. The Azim Steppe portion of the questline was definitely a bit of a misstep, admittedly. But not for content. I thought the content of the Azim Steppe was okay. Just that the way it was interspersed with the quest structure I thought was a little lacking. But let's see. Karthus Central Highlands. So that would be what? That would be which part of Heavensward? Wait, no. Karthus Central Highlands. That would be Karthus Central Highlands. Is that in a Realm Reborn? I'm like blinking on the names here. Central Highlands, that is gateway to the capital. Oh, it's when you have to prove, no, not Haurchefant. You have to prove his cousin, I believe. When we first met Haurchefant and the Inquisitor. That's right. Oh no, yeah, that was good. That was good. Patches 3.2 and 3.4, patch 4.0. Domain Arc. Raids with the Biden Koala, Bahamut, Crystal Tower, and Omega. Gotcha. Yeah, no, holy shit. Yeah, no. She was in charge of some peak content then. She did the Warriors of Darkness. Yeah, that's crazy. She did the Warriors of Darkness, and by extension, I believe she also did the finale
to Heavensward with the Dragonsong War. That's crazy. What? Oh, there's Alze. And of course the Dark Knight. Dark Knight's got the best quest line, like hands down. There's no other quest line that compares with Dark Knight. Are you trying to injure yourself? Fuller than they look, and not everyone has your delicate arms. All right, yeah, I'm noticing, by the way, it's already 3:30. I'm gonna finish up this quest. Actually, probably not best to. Dragonsong War was Ben Oda. Oh, right, that was right. 3.2 was making amends with the dragons and trying to move on. That's right. And 3.3 is the conclusion of the Dragonsong War. Yeah, my brain mixed it up. Hang on a second. Okay, yeah. I'll tell you what, we have 2 quests left. We're gonna finish those 2 quests up, and then we'll likely open up next stream with what's to come. I've been friends with your parents since our days at the studio. When you were yay high, waddling hither and thither. It's been some events. It's good to see you again, wielding your father's noliths, no less. You know our parents when they were young. What were they like? Pray spare no detail. But unless I am meant to be in charge here, and reams of paper one for submission. We can help with that in exchange for the sort of stories our parents would never willingly divulge, of course. Yeah, because I have a feeling we still have quite a decent. Or you know what? Just so we don't do it at the very start of the stream. Wait, right there. Hold on. Yeah, no. I think this actually might be a good place to stop for now. It's 3:30. I would like to go a little bit more, but it's looking like we still got a few streams ahead of us. Never mind, nothing else. I'm sure they will be back soon enough. All right, yeah. I think this is a pretty good spot to stop for now. So, thank you guys so much for watching today's Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker stream. Not a whole lot of super exciting stuff that happened today. It was more or less just kind of setting up for the finale, which is good, because you know that once we kick off next stream, it's going to be, you know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Tune back in on Wednesday when we'll be live with whatever's to come next. I'll catch you all then. Bye-bye.